Hello and welcome to Archvelder's Hacks with Archvelder and his amazing hacks. This video is all about how to create an amazing army of bears. You'll be really glad you subscribed for this one, and if you didn't and you are catching this late, I'd sub right now so you don't miss the next one. This is one of the strongest exploits in this expansion so far, and crucially, one of the very first with a lot of gold making potential, increasing your returns from gold farming by between 50 to 200% for select activities, as it allows you to instantly kill and loot any number of mobs in a given area. I've timed this video to be released during the world quest Wrath of Alioth. This quest must be up if this method is to work. To exploit this glitch, go to the Garden of Night in Ardenweald, where the world quest is located. Once there, Alioth will explain to you remotely that you should take on her avatar and cleanse the Garden of Spriggans. Go to the edge of the zone and turn into the avatar of Alioth. Immediately as you do so, exit the vehicle. You must do this instantly. It may take you a few tries to get this right. If you've done it right, then you'll find that the vehicle has now become your pet. The reason for this is due to the weird way Blizzard write their code, tending to reuse everything rather than creating new code. When you enter some vehicle for a quest, it uses much the same code as hunter pets use, with some embellishments. So when you use a timing attack on the vehicle, it reverts to its original purpose, and you get a bear companion. Most of what happens in Warcraft actually works this way. Visual effects like fire, or spell effects, or audio effects often work upon the temporary creation of invisible NPCs to perform some specific function. Indeed, the whole of Warcraft is built upon the foundation of what are known as invisible bunnies, weaving the fabric of Azeroth together. Anytime you get a vehicle quest, it is worth screwing around with to see if you can get it to glitch out using this and other methods. Where this gets really exciting is you can do the same thing again, and again. Simply exit the zone boundary and go back into it, and the vehicle button should appear again. Any bears you may have glitched previously will remain. You can create a theoretically infinite number of bears, but I would avoid creating more than about 20, as you may put too much strain on the servers. There's no real need to do that anyway. 20 bears are more than capable of one-shotting anything in Ardenweald. You can take these bears anywhere in Ardenweald except the heart of the forest area. For some reason they all despawn if you go there. The bears do not survive any kind of teleport, portal or flight path. So what can you do with them? Well, they're able to one-shot anything in Ardenweald. This makes it much more fast and efficient to farm literally everything. The most obvious thing to do is skinning, as Ardenweald is one of the best zones in WoW for skinnable wildlife. You might want to look at my skinning guide for some zones to target. I particularly like using the bears to farm the elite stag and panther mobs in the southwest of the main island of Ardenweald, as these mobs have a much higher chance to drop the extremely valuable callus and heavy callus hide. Normally it is very difficult to kill these mobs fast enough to make it efficient, whereas the bears finish them in a couple of seconds. For non-skinners, it is worth noting that all humanoid mobs in Ardenweald have a chance to drop lightless silk, which sells for a decent amount on the auction house. The bears can also be used to spectacular effect in war mode, as I'm demonstrating here. They are able to eliminate virtually any number of players swiftly, provided you can stay alive long enough. Death causes the bears to despawn. The bears can also be used to acquire lovely charms during the Lovers in the Air festival. You want to go somewhere with a fast respawn rate like Sorin's Meadow for that type of approach. If you are going to use this exploit, then do so right now. This is a very time-limited opportunity. After the window of opportunity has closed, you'll have to wait for the world quest to appear again, and it might well be fixed by the next iteration of the quest. Now, there's a number of quests using the same and similar mechanics, some of which are and some of which aren't tied to world quests. There's one on my Patreon in Revendreth currently, and I will publish several more powerful methods shortly. So if you like this type of super fast gold farming opportunity, you may wish to consider joining my Patreon. There's also quite a few older vehicle and pet exploits in my public content here on YouTube, which work to this day, and can still be very useful for leveling and gold making. Have fun finding out which are still active. You may be quite surprised at some of the things Blizzard just let go. Your gold per hour increases from between 50 to 200% in the relevant zones whilst these glitches are active, and that makes for a hell of a lot of extra gold. This is a really strong play I thought hard about releasing publicly, but as I said, the window of opportunity for this one is very small. You can get banned for using this glitch, but you probably won't unless you massively abuse it in PvP and trigger vast numbers of player reports, which will force Blizzard's hand. Otherwise, at least historically, Blizzard have tended to ignore people actually using this type of a glitch and instead focusing on quietly fixing it, which I'm really looking forward to. Since the last 2 times they tried to fix something, they put me in charge of a vast army of Valkyrs that will rival Sylvanas, and turned my gnome into a raid boss with 9.5 million health. So here's hoping they end up messing this up also and giving us a 400-foot bear which kills everything in the zone every time it farts. Thanks for watching. This has been Archvelder.